It is not debatable that the Denver Broncos have to put work in on their offensive line. The unit is weak with a lot of concerns and players that are set to be with another team next season. Ron Leary isn't expected back with the Broncos after missing games every year due to injury. It has gotten to the point that the cost just isn't worth it, despite him being a solid guard when he is on the field. There is also the fact of Jawan James and his health situation. When Denver signed him, there was a big concern over his knees, and they still decided to give him big money. After getting bitten by signing 2 big free agent offensive linemen, this would be a good year for the Broncos to avoid doing that, or just avoid giving big money to players who have lingering concerns from injuries, which is the real key. At center, the Broncos have to factor in the potential and seemingly likely loss of Connor McGovern. This would lead to 3 years straight of seeing a different starting center for the Broncos, and they need to find a long-term answer. That is just 3 of their 5 offensive line spots and showed just how much work they need to put in just for the starters. It doesn't even account for their left tackle, left guard, and the depth of their offensive line. Many fans want Garrett Bowles replaced, but his play after the bye week was some of the best in the NFL for offensive tackles. As for Dalton Risner, he had a strong rookie year full of promise for the Broncos. So they need to solve 2 of their starting positions, but also fix their depth. This is where Jawan James's injury history hurts the most, as they have to improve their backup tackle spot. On their interior offensive line, their depth is experienced, but they showed a lot of concerns while getting that experience this last season. On top of finding starters, they need to focus on fixing their depth. This is a critical offseason for the Broncos as they hope to return to the playoffs in 2020. If they want to do that, they will need to add more weapons on offense, but also they have to fix their offensive line. For Mile High Huddle and Sports Illustrated, I'm Eric Trickle.